Welcome to episode 155 of Build Your House Yourself University by BYHYU. I'm your host and fellow student, Michelle Nelson, and together we'll learn the basics of home design and construction and demystify the building process so we can become informed consumers and build quality dream homes with or without a general contractor. During Design and Construction Week, the International Builders Show, IBS, and the Kitchen and Bath Industry Show, KBIS, come together for one huge trade show that showcases the newest products and materials for residential design and construction. This year, the show was in Vegas, and despite unusually cold weather, it was cold, y'all. It snowed twice while I was there. Now, granted, it was flurries, but still, it snowed in Vegas. Anyway, despite that, I made my way to the convention center, and I checked out most of the exhibitors. If you go to the show every year, like I've done over the past several years, you'll see many of the same tried and true products on display. But this year, there were a few new products, or relatively new products, that I saw that caught my eye. Here's a list of some of my favorites. Number 1, combination gas and induction ranges. Okay, I know that I'm officially a house geek because when I saw this range, I literally gasped and I said, "Oh my word," in my highest pitched voice. 2 years ago, when I first learned about induction cooking, I thought, why don't brands make a combination gas and induction range? And now they have, or at least 2 brands have, Thermador and Decor. Now, these are both higher-end appliance companies, but hopefully other companies will soon follow suit with more economical choices. If you remember from episode 110 called Choosing a Kitchen Range, Cooktop, or Oven, induction burners use heat created from electromagnetic energy to cook your food. An element that creates a magnetic field is located just below the surface of the induction cooktop. And when you put a piece of cookware containing iron, a cast iron skillet, for example, on top of that magnetic element, it causes a vibration that creates heat. Induction cooktops are safer than gas or electric burners because they don't use flames or direct heat. Induction burners only produce heat when iron-containing cookware is in direct contact with the element. You can actually place your hand right on the element and you won't burn yourself. Induction cooktops are also more efficient and heat things up faster than other types of burners. Many induction models can boil a large pot of water in just 6 minutes. Combining the efficiency and safety of induction burners with the temperature control and high heat potential of gas burners is perfect for serious cooks. A gas induction combo range is also nice for households like mine that have both experienced cooks, like my husband, and amateur cooks, like me. Although experienced cooks usually love gas, those flames can be intimidating for those of us who don't do a lot of cooking. So having the option of using those flat, smooth induction burners will give you the best of both worlds. Number 2, solid wood drawer organizers. One of the most beautiful, practical, and seemingly simple trends seen in the show this year was solid wood drawer organizers. These drawer organizers come in several wood species, but walnut was probably the most popular. The solid wood drawer organizers added interesting color contrast and a luxurious feel to the inside of otherwise boring drawer boxes. You can use these wooden drawer dividers for everything from silverware in the kitchen to cosmetics in the bathroom. It's a simple way to pretty up a boring space that you'll look at almost every day. Number 3, a motion-activated trash bin. This is a feature that lets you access the trash bin without touching it. You just move your foot across the motion sensor that's usually placed near the floor, and the trash bin will automatically open. You could put this technology anywhere in the house, but it would be especially helpful in the kitchen. At times when you need to open the trash can, but have raw chicken, uncooked meatloaf, flour, or something sticky covering your hands. Number 4, LED lighted mirrors. I first saw these fancy bathroom mirrors a couple of years ago at the Kitchen and Bath Industry Show. At that time, only a couple of models were out. Now, several brands have mirrors with built-in LED light strips. These sleek LED mirrors are usually used over bathroom vanities, but can also be added to dressing rooms and hallways. LED lighting comes in a variety of color temperatures and lumens. Most of these lighted mirrors have cooler color temperatures and higher lumens. This ensures that the light is pretty close to the color and brightness produced by natural sunlight, meaning it's not too yellow, not too blue, not too bright, not too dim. This type of lighting is perfect for applying makeup, tweezing, and shaving. And because the lighting surrounds the mirror, no unattractive shadows will be cast on your face when grooming. The other great thing about these mirrors is that the LED lighting uses very little energy, so you'll have lower electricity bills. Plus, they're long-lasting. Many LED lights will burn for 50,000 hours, which could last you over 10 years, depending on how often you use it. LED mirrors now come in many sizes and shapes, and some of them come in a medicine cabinet configuration. Number 5, gas fireplaces with heat management. I was super excited to see these fireplaces. If you're like me and want the beauty and ambiance of a fireplace, but you live in a climate that's warm for much of the year, this might be the fireplace solution for you. These gas fireplaces redirect heat to either other areas of the home or to the outdoors. So you get the beauty of the fire without all the heat. Heat management systems on these gas fireplaces not only send heat where you want it, but they also keep the firebox glass cool for safety and the fireplace surround cool so you can add a TV, fine art, or other heat-sensitive materials above the fireplace. Number 6, stained wood and wood veneers. Wood veneers, remember, are thin sheets of real wood that can be placed over plywood or other materials to give the look of solid wood. You'd use wood veneers in place of real solid wood because using veneers is considerably cheaper. But whether we're talking about solid wood or wood veneers, wood stained in medium to lighter tones was everywhere at the show. From kitchen and bathroom cabinetry to accent walls and countertops to custom closets and kitchen vent hoods. Now, white, gray, blue, and other colors of painted wood or wood-like materials still have their place. But this year, there was an abundance of natural stained wood. I love the trend because wood warms up the white and gray rooms that have become so popular. And even though I love those white and gray rooms, they can sometimes read as cold. And wood can be used in any style of home, including contemporary homes. The more contemporary the style of room or home, the cleaner the lines and more minimal the design the wood material should be. Number 7, simple hardware. Simple hardware has been on trend for several years now, but this year, more elaborately decorated hardware choices were few and far between. Unadorned, straight pulls were by far the most prominent style. Now, these simple pulls come in many finishes, from matte black to shiny chrome to warm brass and copper, but the vast majority of hardware was in very understated styles and shapes. Simple rounded, square, or hexagonal knobs were also exhibited, but we mostly saw pulls. A lot of oversized pulls, too. The trend seems to be to use straight linear pulls on both cabinet drawers and doors, and foregoing knobs altogether. It's definitely a matter of taste, so if you find some knobs or more decorative pulls that you fall in love with, go for it. Number 8, under-counter lighting. For a while now, we've been seeing under-cabinet lighting. Under upper kitchen cabinets, that's great for task lighting, for chopping vegetables or doing other countertop tasks. We've also seen toe kick lighting below cabinetry in kitchens and bathrooms. Toe kick lighting shines light on the floor and acts as a night light or an accent light when almost all the other lights are off. But this year, I saw under-counter lighting that goes directly under the kitchen or bathroom countertop. The under-counter lighting is achieved by using strip lighting. Lights under the countertop, well, that's mainly used for the cool factor. The light highlights cabinet fronts, and the strips might cast a little bit of light inside an open cabinet, but this type of lighting is mainly used for a subtle, unexpected wow factor. And speaking of lighting, last on our list, number 9, lighted closet rods. This is another cool factor product, but it's practical too. Lighting strips that are built directly into closet rods help you see your clothing much more easily. They aren't cheap, so you probably don't want to put these lighted rods in every closet or everywhere you need a rod, but you might want to splurge on them in the darkest corners of your closet or in a coat closet so your guests can easily distinguish their coat from others. Well, that's all I have for you this week. Don't forget that you can subscribe to the show for free, so new episodes will automatically be sent to your library of podcasts. That way, you won't have to remember the name of the show or our release date. Thanks for stopping by. I hope you'll join us again next week for another episode of Build Your House Yourself University. BYHYU. Please remember that the purpose of this podcast is simply to educate and inform. It's not a substitute for professional advice. The information that you hear is based only on the opinions, research, and experiences of my guests and myself. That information might be incomplete, it's subject to change, and it may not apply to your project. In addition, building codes and requirements vary from region to region, so always consult a professional about specific recommendations for your home.